Storm Amy about to rapidly intensify as it heads towards Europe. Our update on the 2nd of October. Storm Amy is currently located in central Atlantic at a coordinate of 48.1 degrees north, 29.3 degrees west, moving east-northeastward rapidly with speed of 73 knots or 84 miles per hour. Our current pressure estimation is around 191 hectopascals or 29.27 inches of mercury, which puts it in the range of a moderate extratropical storm. The sustained wind speed is at around 50 knots or 60 miles per hour, which is equivalent to a solid tropical storm on the Saffir-Simpson scale. Other sources give different estimations. Both GFS and ECMWF estimated winds of 50 knots. Ocean Prediction Center has been calling for a high of 55 knots, and the latest satellite scans read off as 50 knots. The pressure estimate is less compact, as most models and agencies agree on around 191 hectopascals. Ocean Prediction Center is lagged and had a deeper 989 hectopascal low. It is currently 933 kilometers from Cornwall to its south, 1,550 kilometers from Cork, Ireland, 730 kilometers from Dublin, 990 kilometers from Edinburgh, Scotland, 2,100 kilometers from Tórshavn, Faroe Islands, and 2,600 kilometers from Bergen in western Norway. Although far from those places, its speed indicates that it will approach them quickly. Here is the GFS forecast for Amy's track. We can see that it rapidly intensifies before its impact, deepening into a pressure below 950 hectopascals, which will make it a Category 3 severe extratropical cyclone with hurricane force winds. And then it will stall along the coast for quite a while, and weakening to Category 2 status, losing its strongest winds, before eventually making landfall in western Norway as a low-end Category 2 cyclone or a high-end Category 1 storm, and gradually dissipates afterwards. And this is the 300 hectopascal high wind field featuring the jet stream. We can see the low center will move quickly into the left as the region of the jet, which is high in terms of upper level divergence, and therefore is the most favorable region for extratropical cyclones to undergo explosive cyclogenesis. However, it hadn't made the crossover yet, so the current divergence is relatively low. But at the surface, it has already developed some decent convergence shown by the two images. This is the maximum gust forecast from GFS, and we can see that as Amy approaches, the wind gusts start to grow dramatically, with Western Scotland and Ireland possibly exceeding 70 knots or 80 miles per hour, 75 knots or 85 miles per hour in parts of Norway as well. And in terms of rainfall, parts of the Britain will receive plenty before Amy's arrival. And with the accumulation of Amy itself, it may reach 100 millimeters or 4 inches in 48 hours' time. The western windward side of Scandinavia will be another major spot of rain, where we might see up to 150 millimeters or 6 inches of precipitation in 3 days' time. There are also a lot of weather warnings issued. Ireland has a red wind warning covering its west coast, where sustained storm force wind is expected. And number wind warning will be in effect in northwestern Scotland, as Met Office expect 95 miles per hour gusts in exposed areas. There are also yellow rain warnings across parts of the British Isles. Norway has a red wind warning on the south coast, and gusts may reach 35 to 40 meters per second. And heavy precipitation prompts orange warnings for rain and flooding to be published in some regions. From visible satellite images, we can see the clouds moving towards east, and below the whole pile, a potential center is developing, and its appearance will improve as it starts to occlude several hours later. From the BD images, we can see the cloud tops showing large patches of medium gray and reaching light gray in a couple of spots. And in this other infrared image, we can actually see signs of the small core trying to start spinning behind the high cloud tops, and signs of intensification is popping up.
Mm-hmm.